Of today's top stories, Sunday, February 23rd. The Philippines' exit from the FATF gray list, a reversal of POGO's reputational damage, according to Senator Gatchalian. Senator Sherwin Gatchalian called the Philippines' removal from the Paris-based Financial Action Task Force, so-called gray list, a reversal of the reputational damage brought to the country by Philippine offshore gaming operators. He said in a statement on Saturday, February 22nd, that the removal of the Philippines from the Financial Action Task Force gray list, less than 2 months after the ban on POGOs took effect, is yet another proof that the country is in a much better position economically without POGOs. The Senate cannot call a special session on its own, according to Senate President Escudero. Senate President Francis Cheese Escudero said on Sunday, February 23rd, that the Senate cannot hold a special session on its own. Escudero said this in an interview on DZBB, in response to Senate Minority Leader Aquilino Coco Pimentel III's recent statement, wherein he stated that the Senate can call for a special session on its own to act on Vice President Sara Duterte's impeachment complaint. Escudero said that the claimed rule seems to be new, and the Senate can't hold a special session on its own, and that there are processes, procedures, and criteria that must be met before calling a special session. President Marcos tells Filipinos to honor and preserve the legacy of the country's war heroes. President Marcos urged Filipinos to honor the sacrifices of those who fought for the nation's freedom, as the country marked the 80th anniversary of the liberation of Manila on Saturday, February 22nd. In his speech at the Manila American Cemetery, the president said it was the responsibility of future generations to uphold the legacy of those who suffered and died in World War II, pointing out that the democracy they enjoy came at a price. Marcos urged Filipinos to live in a way that honors the hardships endured by those who fought for democracy. The Civil Defense is ready to head a national task force for Kanlaon volcano response. The Office of Civil Defense said it was prepared to lead a national task force that would address the immediate and long-term needs of communities affected by the eruption of Kanlaon volcano in Negros Island. In a statement on Saturday, February 23rd, OCD Administrator Undersecretary Ariel Nepomuceno said the agency would comply with the directive of President Marcos regarding the creation of a national task force for Kanlaon response, as he reaffirmed the OCD's commitment to the safety and well-being of those affected by the rumblings of the volcano. In the past 24 hours, the Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology said Kanlaon volcano spewed ashes once, which lasted for 12 minutes. And a total of 33 earthquakes were also monitored in Negros Island due to the activities of the volcano. Pope Francis is in critical condition after a long respiratory crisis, requiring oxygen at high flow. The Vatican said that Pope Francis was in critical condition on Saturday after he suffered a prolonged asthmatic respiratory crisis while being treated for pneumonia and a complex lung infection. The 88-year-old Pope, who remains conscious, received high flows of oxygen to help him breathe. He also received blood transfusions after tests showed low counts of platelets, which are needed for clotting, the Vatican said in a late update. Doctors have said Francis's condition is touch and go, given his age, fragility, and pre-existing lung disease. Stay updated with the latest news. Visit our website at www.mb.com.ph or follow us on social media. Thanks for tuning in to the Manila Bulletin Daily Rundown.